Egyptian President Abdel-Fattah el-Sissi and Jordan's King Abdullah have agreed that the reconstruction of Gaza must happen without displacing Palestinians. The two leaders spoke on the phone a day after King Abdullah met with Donald Trump. The US president has continued to push to take over the territory and displace the people living there. And negotiators from Qatar and Egypt are trying to salvage the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel that has paused the Gaza conflict. Hamas has threatened to delay the release of hostages planned for Saturday. The militants accuse Israel of failing to live up to its commitments to deliver aid under the first phase of the agreement, saying that Israel hasn't provided enough tents or temporary homes. Israel denies this and has promised a new war on Gaza if Hamas doesn't free the hostages as agreed. Let's get more on this from journalist Karim El-Gohari in Cairo. Welcome back, Karim. So there is still some hope that the ceasefire deal isn't dead.
Yes, remember, we have a ceasefire deal now with basically 3 phases that was agreed upon, each phase taking 6 weeks. We are now half through the first phase. Now, mediators are really struggling to keep these phases on track. First, as you mentioned, Hamas suspended the release of 3 hostages next Saturday, saying that Israel is not fulfilling its terms of the ceasefire negotiations and is not delivering enough aid to the Gaza Strip. Then the threat from US President Trump and the Israeli Prime Minister with an ultimatum next Saturday, 12 o'clock, if not all hostages released, the war might continue. Now we have a Hamas delegation in Cairo, and the officials of Hamas talk already about positive signals that the 3 hostages, as agreed in the phases, will be released on Saturday. The sticking point is indeed the amount of aid coming in. There are 2 main Palestinian demands. One of them is mobile homes that are desperately needed in the Gaza Strip. There are, as we understand, about 60,000 mobile homes waiting in Egypt to be delivered to the Gaza Strip. Until now, the Israelis did not allow 1 unit to pass. And the second one, what the Palestinians think is very important, is heavy machinery in order to clear the rubble. Now, Egyptian media is also saying that we are heading here maybe towards a breakthrough. So there seems to be a lot of movement behind the scenes in order to avoid a resumption of the war on Saturday.
And talk to us, Karim, about Egypt's proposal for the reconstruction of Gaza, which they've offered as an alternative to the Trump vision.
Yeah, as you said, there is this announcement of an Egyptian plan countering Trump's idea of displacing the Palestinians and then reconstructing the Gaza Strip and not allowing the Palestinians to come back. There is a clear Egyptian and, as you heard, also Jordanian commitment of a reconstruction of the Gaza Strip without displacing the Palestinians. Now, there are a few more details coming out about this plan that they're coming up with. Some talk about that they will start from the south, from Rafah, from the Egyptian border, to slowly remove the rubble and then reconstruct residential homes. That all should happen in cooperation with other Arab states and the EU. They are announcing that there will be more details next week. We will also have a summit of 5 heads of states from the Arab world in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia, with the Egyptian president, with the Jordanian king, with the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, and the heads of state of the Emirates and Qatar, followed then by a summit, an Arab League summit in Cairo on the 27th this month. And at this point, we should hopefully get more details how this Arab plan as an alternative to Trump's idea is going to really look like.
OK, thank you for that, Karim. Journalist Karim El-Gohari in Cairo.
You're welcome.